Don't let the crown fool you. I may have won this fair and square, and by all accounts, I am glad I won this fair and square playing spades. Yeah, I won the spades thing. So yeah, I'm the best card player in my family at this moment in time. That totally doesn't date this video at all. But if I need a better representation of how I feel on the inside, just take a look at the weather around us. I mean, of course, the last day that my family was up here was Friday the 13th. I honestly should have known that. And as you can imagine, my low is the fact that, no kidding, I tried getting up early to see my family from Colorado off because they have to drive up to Rochester, have to be there at 9. Their flight leaves at 11 because, you have to be at the airport, 2 hours before, your flight leaves. I missed them by 2 minutes. Literally by 2 minutes. And on top of all that, I had to say goodbye to my family from Reading. They actually just left earlier. They left after my family from Colorado, so I got to see them off. And I'm not gonna. It's very possible I may not hear from my cousin from Reading until Christmas time because she's actually studying abroad in Copenhagen. So, yeah. I mean, my family from Wellesley is still up here. They're going to be leaving a little bit later. So that sort of softens the blow a little bit until they leave too. So, yeah. I am beyond sad. In fact, if anyone else is doing what I'm doing and trying to count whether or not this is a good day or a bad day, if you want to call this a bad day, I would not argue with that for that reason alone. But I'll explain about that momentarily. As low, don't get me wrong, my family leaving, that's my low. But my high is, I got to spend time with them all week, and last night especially. I'll talk about that momentarily. And my act of kindness was, I helped clean up some of the cottage that they rent, because I brought over some of the dirty sheets that they had that, belong to us, my family, that, we got to wash. So, you know what? That was good. So, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. Where do I even start? Well, I said that if you wanted to say this was a bad day, I wouldn't blame you. I'm not going to do that, though. Because as sad as I feel right now, and trust me, I do feel sad. In fact, the only reason why I don't feel like straight up crying right now is because, it's not that level of sad yet, but it's possible I'll probably get teary-eyed when I see my mother get teary-eyed a little bit later when my family from Wellesley leaves. As sad as I am, it's a good sad. It's a necessary sad. Because it's both validation and affirmation that I had a wonderful time with my family. By all accounts, I had the perfect time with my family, It was great. I have nothing bad to say about, any of that whatsoever. And it's so weird. This week started off slow. Like, I legitimately thought that it was going to feel like it was a lot longer than it was supposed to be. But no, it was. I mean, the week's gone by. My family's leaving. And all that's left now is myself, my parents, my brother, my sister-in-law, and my nephews. And that's it. And don't misunderstand me. I love being with my parents and my brother and my sister-in-law and my nephews. I am blessed every day I get to say that. But if it's family you don't see for a long time, only when you do see them and then they have to leave, it just hits you extra hard. It does. And it takes some time to recover from that. So again, it's sad, but it's a necessary sad. Like, this is the sort of stuff that we all have to go through in life. Because, people come and go, sometimes permanent, sometimes temporary. Hold on a second. Knock on wood that it's temporary. Because I'm sure we'll have family Zoom meetings, and maybe there'll be moments throughout the course of the year where a couple of us will get together. I mean, not everyone needs to be together per se. I mean, it'd be nice if everyone was together, sure. But I know that may not necessarily happen. So if we get, a couple of us together, throughout the course of the year, I'd be okay with that. I mean, it's far too early to even plan for anything like that. But, it's, something to think about. I mean, and also, as sad as this is, there is a lot to look forward to. There really is. I mean, there's still the rest of the summer up here. There's still the fact that, we have upcoming holidays, Labor Day, and not to mention fall. Fall is here, which, brace yourself, ladies and gentlemen, pumpkin spice is back at the Double D. Yes, I will now forever refer to Dunkin' Donuts as the Double D after that restaurant greeting. I don't care, but regardless, pumpkin spice is back. I thought my inner white girl was calling me. Anyway, you got that going on. Football season starting up again. Who doesn't want to wait for that? There's just so many good things going. And not to mention, last night was great. We had one final game of spades, and I got 4th place, but because we're doing that whole thing where, like, each night you get a score, and the lower the score wins, even though I got 4th, it was just barely enough to take the crown. So, yeah. A part of me wants to say, like, what's the point of even having this crown, being happy, if you're going to be sad about the fact that my family's leaving? Well, for one thing, seriously, how often are you ever going to get to see me wearing a crown? Seriously, like 1,322 days in, and you see me wearing a crown. You're probably never going to see that again. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe if I wear, like, a costume for Halloween that involves wearing a crown. Not that I plan on doing that, but, that's a potential thing. Plus, you guys have seen me wear hats before. I mean, I had my Santa hat during the month of December. So, yeah, trust me, you've seen me wearing hats before. Anyway, in terms of other things happening last night, we had pizza from Wise Guys for dinner. Pizza and wings from Wise Guys. Or as I dubbed them, the Vincenzo's or the Anelios of Hammondsport. They have very good pizza. We got 5 pizzas, 2 cheese, 1 meat lovers, 1 veggie lovers, and 1 supreme. So they were all very good. We didn't really have much in the realm of, like, dessert, though, which kind of bothered me a little bit, but whatever. Yesterday in the afternoon, we actually went to another brewery called the Brewery of Broken Dreams, which, insert Green Day song here. And I actually had 2 more ciders. I really do think I'm a cider guy. I discovered that about myself. I'm a cider guy. And these are very good ciders. And the best part about both ciders is when you have them both in tandem, like one after the other, they rhyme. The first I had was the Northern Spy, and the second one was the Cherry Pie. Yes, they had cherry pie cider. It was very good. Both of them were very good, actually. So, yeah, I mean, I shouldn't just get a cider every time I go out to a brewery, if I do ever go out to a brewery. I mean, I definitely know for a fact at some point I got to branch out to see what really works for me. But right now, ciders are like a real contender for what works for me, and that's cool. I like how crisp they are. I like how light they... I like how light... excuse me. I like how light ciders are, but at the same time, they can be very full-bodied, I like that sort of, like sort of oxymoron type thing, you know? Let's see what else. Again, we won, you know, got the crown spades. That was great. And man, I tried getting up early. I really tried getting up early. But like, I just missed my family from Colorado by like 2 minutes. I am beyond like sad. In fact, honestly, there's almost no point of wearing the crown that I'm wearing right now. Other than, you know, I did earn this fair and square. And plus, I thought me wearing the crown would kind of bring some comedic levity to this. I think it does. I mean, if nothing else, I'm being honest about why I did it, right? Ah, boy. This is hard. You know, how very fitting that the day my family leaves, we get weather like we have right now. It's windy. The lake is rough, as you can clearly see right there. Like, it's cloudy. Like, how fitting is that? You know? And the sad part is, the entire time my family's been up here, it has been gorgeous. Like, sometimes too darn hot, actually. But you know what? I'll take too darn hot over too darn cold any day of the week. I mean, especially for this time of year. I mean, yeah, I guess I can sort of see this bad weather as an omen that, you know, summer is coming to an end, fall is on the horizon. But again, there's a lot to look forward to in fall. You know, we have, you know, football season starting up again. Pumpkin spice is back. And you have fall holidays like Halloween and Thanksgiving. You know, we got some stuff to look forward to. And again, don't get me wrong, it's not going to be all perfect. I mean, the mornings are going to feel really cold and And, you know, school is starting back up again. Seriously, I'm not kidding. When I was little, I used to hate the month of August. You know, it could have been the month of August where, like, my family on my mother's side comes up and, like, every day is perfect. But I'd still have that nagging feeling in the back of my mind, like, but school is starting soon. And I don't want to go back to school. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm 31 years old. I'm never going back to school. Well, I shouldn't say never. Maybe something would make me go back. I don't know. But I don't miss it at all. For sure. And, you know, I've had some great times up here. You know, we went swimming, you know, playing pickleball, went to breweries, you know, family dinners together, celebrating the life of my grandfather with a nice bonfire. And we lit a couple of those lanterns that, like, float in the air. We lit a couple of those other lanterns that you push out to the water. So, yeah, it was sad, but necessary for everything that we did. And, you know, as you can imagine now, I'm just sad that, you know, it's going to be a good while before I hear from any of them again. I mean, yeah, I guess I could always, you know, give them a call and talk. But you never know when someone's going to be ready to talk. And I suppose if I really wanted to think about it, or if I really wanted to, I could go out and visit, sure. I mean, I wouldn't mind going back out to Denver again. I wouldn't mind going to Reading, Massachusetts again. I wouldn't mind going to Wellesley, Massachusetts again. Well, it would take a lot of planning, and plus, if I'm going to Massachusetts at all, I'm not flying, I'm driving. And that's a long 6-hour drive. Well, almost 6 hours. It's definitely more than seriously, whenever my family ever drives up to Boston to see my family, my father is always dead set on going to this one, like, truck stop called, like, Guilderland or something. And I'm going to be honest, Guilderland's terrible. Like, all there is, like, inside there's, like, a McDonald's, and, like, that's, like, the only good thing there. Seriously, if I'm driving to Massachusetts, actually, I'm a full-grown adult. I could just simply drive to Massachusetts by myself, nonstop. I could do that. I mean, Trinity Pawling is less than that, but, you know, I could make it. I mean, I would stop to get gas, but, you know, I would definitely just get gas and go as fast as possible out of there. I don't know. Yeah. This is tough. It is. But you know what? As sad as I am, I'm not going to say this is a bad day. Because you know what? I know this was going to happen. And it really can separate who really... in a way it separates the strong from the weak. Like, believe me, I'm sad, but I know that I'm gonna see my family again. It's gonna be awesome when I do see them again or hear from them again. And so, you know what? I'm gonna take the most of what I have up here and just take it all in. I am. But again, if you want a good representation of how I feel on the inside, just look around me. But you know what? I'm going to make the most of this. Like, favorite, share, hit the subscribe button, follow me on social platforms, wherever you guys on YouTube. I'm very home in this video for all of you guys who are watching. Do it for them. Hopefully you have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, if you're on my talk channel, most of you here to London, and I'll always have your back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.